Hello and welcome, Vault Dwellers, to the Daily Ops Show, a show about the things we love and hate about post-apocalyptic Appalachia. With various topics and nonsense to cover about Fallout 76, here's our host, Beetham.
Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of the Daily Ops Show. Today we're going to be talking about weighted legendary drop rates and how much we don't love them. We have two guests tonight. Our first, Avery. Come on in, Avery. Welcome back to the show.
How's she going, eh?
Nice. That's very Canadian of you. You have the stretched out power armor bug, so you are... really, we could only see your crotch during your intro, which is nice. Oh, and you're just going to stand on the couch for the necessity.
Oh, am I?
Yes, it's going to be great. Don't do anything about it.
All right.
Awesome. This is ridiculous. Gito is our second guest tonight. Coming in, Gito. How you doing?
Yeah, praise.
Have a seat, buddy. All right. So, we did a couple laps around some of the more popular Scorched farming places. We looked at some of the loot we got. All of it was poop. But we've all been farming Scorched for the last week or so. Last 2 weeks at this point. We got another week of it ahead. And we've noticed a trend. Most of what we're getting is T45 and Raider Power Armor complete crap pieces. So our episode today is going to be mostly just us complaining about that. So Avery, tell me how you feel about it. Why do you think they're doing this? Do you think they should fix it? Why or why not? What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
Right. Well, it all happened when they started introducing all of the power armor into the loot pool way back. So I've got a bone to pick about that because it diluted the loot pool and it added all this extra stuff that I generally don't care about. Wouldn't be so bad if it was anything else besides T45 or the occasional Raider piece. I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I've gotten, I think, one T65, and it was a 1-star piece. Like, no sense in it. The way that they've got the weightings would be fine if it was just power armor that I was going to get out of this, and I knew it was going to be power armor going into it. I could farm that, but it's not. There's all kinds of other things. It could be a regular 1-star armor. It could be a 1-star weapon. It could be a lot of things. And the more diluted it gets, the harder it is to get that thing.
Yeah, and it's driving me crazy. Gito, why do you think they would implement? Now, this is just anecdotal, I admit, but based on the points of reference that we have in the group that we play with in the Discord, the numbers are just overwhelming. Why do you think Bethesda would implement a weighted legendary system in which all that they give you is complete crap and not just have RNG do its RNG thing?
Well, I did have a little bit of fun when they increased the amount of script that the machine will give you. They increased that to 600 one day, and I really wish that they will left that alone. And I mean, if you're gonna give me crappy stuff, then it will make sense to have a lot of script after it, so I can roll a few legendaries.
Right. Oh, so you're kind of okay with getting a whole bunch of junk as long as they let you use that junk for something instead of just leaving it in piles on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. It's just such a waste.
Yeah.
Especially this weekend, where there's an increased spawn rate for the Spooky Scorched.
Yeah.
Why can't it be 600 script limit this weekend?
Yeah, and it's holiday weekend. This is the weekend of Halloween. So if they were going to do it any weekend, you'd think they would do it this weekend. So that's a good point. I mean, like, I understand on paper why they would do it. You know, they want Like, they don't want everybody to get handmaids and fixers and whatever, right? They don't want everybody to get Secret Service and T-65 and Excavator or whatever. And I understand that they want to make them rare, but when you're fighting against RNG as it is, with just the ridiculous amount of possibilities you can get, like getting an unyielding that also has the reduced radiation or heals radiation damage. Like, there are just some terrible combinations of legendaries that are complete shit. Even if you got it on like a T-65 piece and you were a power armor user, it's better to just throw it away. And I mean, I feel like it's so frustrating when you farm these legendaries and you get the whatever 10 plans that these candy buckets have in them, but you get in 2 weeks of farming legendaries, you get one 2-shot explosive 10 mil submachine gun, and that's the best thing you got out of hundreds of legendary rolls. Literally hundreds.
Hundreds and hundreds. Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't feel special.
No, it feels like I'm wasting my time. It feels like they don't want me to have fun. They just want me to grind.
Yeah, especially, this is big, the bombs dropped this month, and, canonically, it should have been more fun.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Well, the reason that they want you to come back is the more they're making you grind, the more that you have to come in. Like, you're coming in daily, you're grinding it out. Every time you're back, that's rubbing you up against the Atom Store, and you might spend this time. And that's literally why they're doing it.
Sure, but like,
that's why the RNG odds are so low.
If you're not getting that occasional dopamine drip from getting something cool and getting excited, but you're just grinding down, like, I mean, if I'm not getting a pick-me-up every now and then, it just makes me tired and uninterested. Like, I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it at this point,
Right.
Like, I'm not going to get anything. Like, I've just succumbed to the fact that I'm going to do this event for every day for 3 weeks, and I'm going to get a fucking handful of shit in my hand.
Right.
Like, you can hope in one hand and shit in the other and tell me which one fills up first. And that's what it feels like. Like, I can hope that I'm going to get something cool, but I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just going to keep getting shit.
By the way, I haven't got the popcorn machine. What does that does?
Well, I don't know. I've unlocked it, but I can't find it in the build menu. I don't think they're going to allow us to build it until after next week. But I don't know what it does. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone, even in the PTS, say what the popcorn machine actually does. There's probably a video out there somewhere where somebody talks about it, but I haven't seen it.
I heard it was a food buff, like popcorn.
Oh, a food buff? That sounds about right. You okay, Gito?
I accidentally moved.
Oh, I thought you had to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
You sit up, did the hokey pokey, and turned yourself around?
Position.
Right.
I had a cramp.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, so that's how I feel about it. Do you guys have any other thoughts about this event? Like, are you guys as disappointed as I am? What do you think they can do to fix it? Like, how can it be better next time?
Honestly, the Spooky Scorched I could take or leave, because by this point I'm so used to Holiday Scorched in general being useless.
Just from the Christmas,
or farming. That for me, the entertainment was, hey, they introduced this new candy bowl mechanic, and it's not super complicated or really that interesting, but to encourage people to get around. I had trick-or-treaters go to my camp, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I had a lot of visitors. Yeah. Well, I had a lot of people that were mad at me, too. Because, I got, I'm pushing 3,000 plans for sale at this point, but I'm always cap-maxed. Every time I open my store, it only lasts for 30 minutes. But, everybody shows up's mad because my shop's closed. I just want them to come over and take some candy. So I've been getting... It's kind of a mixed bag there. I wish they had a way to turn off the, the vending machine icon. But,
right.
Here we are.
Yeah, I wish that they would have done something special the days that the bombs dropped. Like I was expecting something special, something a little bit extra. Maybe I would have even taken like more events. The spawn rate of the events, more of those maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, or I mean, even just add in something secret and don't mention it to anybody. Like, if you do the Queen or you do Earl, there's different kinds of enemies that spawn up. Like you do the Queen, and Scorch Beast keeps spawning the whole time, so there's 3 or 4 in the air at all times. So it's real loud and scary.
That'd be
and,
pandemonium.
yeah,
But
or
yeah,
yeah, or with Earl, it's not just maybe it's not just Wendigos, but also I don't know, pick something. Maybe ghouls as well, like zombies or communists. Well, not communists, that wouldn't make sense. But maybe there's zombies too, so there's just more kinds of
mole
enemies.
miners.
Yeah, mole miners, that'd be good. That would be perfect. Just so that there's more kinds of variety. You're getting different kinds of aggro, having to deal with different kinds of scenarios. Just kind of up the ante a little bit for the bomb drop. That'd be a good idea. All right, well, any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap up?
I don't know. I mean, as much as it's been a colossal waste, I've built up my alt with all the script, which is great, and we all had fun charging around farming these. So not a total loss.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like I had my fun.
Yeah, I got my juice out of it, but I feel like I got all my juice out of it in the first 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. What about you, Gito? Any final thoughts to wrap up with?
I just wish that I don't know. I just wish they would have done a little more tweaks with the events or something like that, or maybe
Just
maybe
a little more
see-
spice.
Yeah, so at least see more Scorch where Scorch weren't supposed to be, or switch it up. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what would have been a really nice, easy thing for them to do? Is have the mystery candy give you, like, have a chance, even if it's a low chance, the mystery candy is poop. It's complete trash. There's no reason to have it. Give it, plus 50% experience for an hour. Like
fair.
you know what I mean? Because then it would be cool.
Or just make a cranberry relish. Like every now and then, it's a cranberry relish. It doesn't have to be crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 50% is not that crazy for a seasonal.
Well,
event, but
no, but if you're
sure.
farming the Scorch, you hit all the candy and you suffer your debuffs just to get the extra experience.
Yeah, I totally would be doing that. But then it would have some value, because right now
Sure,
it has none. None. Just a waste. All right, well, let's wrap it up there before we get too long in the tooth. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you on next week's episode, and stay safe out there.
Thanks once again for tuning into our broadcast. If you enjoyed our show, please give us a good old-fashioned Vault Boy thumbs up by hitting that like button. If you really enjoyed the show, please subscribe. If you'd like to meet the cast, visit our Discord, link in the doobly-doo below. Please leave your questions, comments, concerns, and emotional outbursts in the comments section. Please join us next week for another radioactive episode of the Daily Ops Show. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders.